with Submersible Music, and I'm going to show you some of the cool new things in DrumCore version 3. We just started shipping it last month at the Music Messe. A lot of people really dug it. We've already got some reviews starting in Germany. You'll see some starting here in the States. And it adds a lot to what was in DrumCore 2. Again, what we're known for is giving you the performances and the drum sounds of really well-known players in a bunch of different styles, and giving you that kind of authentic groove that only a great drummer from that style can give you. So I'll take you through that, show you what some of the differences are between DrumCore 3 versus DrumCore 2. And then I'll take you through just building a quick drum track using DrumCore in Ableton Live, but it works pretty much the same in all the applications. And then finally, I'll kind of spice that drum track up with some things that you can only really do with DrumCore. So within the groove set, you'll see we can allow you to look at it by loops, just the fills, or even the drummer's single hits. So if all you want is a cymbal sound to go in from a verse to a chorus, throw it in there. We've got that in there as well. You know, here's the snare stuff, some toms. Let's find some crash cymbals. Right, different velocity levels. So now what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll create a, I should also take you through, you can look at your whole library here. If all you want to find is, say, a shuffle beat, you know, I want to find an audio loop that's a shuffle beat. You can go in and look by feel. It seems really obvious that most drum software should let you sort through things by feel, but not a lot of them do. So DrumCore does. So if there's a shuffle, right, fast way. Our idea is get you making music as fast as possible versus trying to figure things out. So I'll go use that Tempesta stuff, and I'll build a little drum groove, a little drum track out of it. So I can just cruise through here and find the beats I want. Let's say I want to start out with a fill. More of an intro thing, more of a clacka snare stuff. See, oh, here's something that's called intro. That's cool. All right, I'll do that one. So it's really ridiculously simple. You just drag it, you drop it to your audio track, and there it is. And you hit play and you hear it. So I say, okay, well, that's pretty good. Now I need to find another groove. Now, you'll notice I just play things immediately when I click on it. But if I want to hear how things go from one fill to, like, say, another loop, I have this cue play. So what will happen is it'll play the first thing I have highlighted, in this case that fill, and then it'll play the next thing right after it without cutting it off. So it's a good way. Now we'll go to this loop. And I'll see about using this one for maybe my big full-on crashed out chorus. Yeah, that's good. So, found what I want. Okay, I'll use that as the next thing after the fill, the beginning. Just thwack it on there. So now I've got it. And then I want to use that big crashy thing that I had for the chorus, right? Bring it way up on the chorus. All right. So I left a gap in there. Well, first I'll show you just how that all sounds together, because it's really easy to build a drum track, right? So that'll be my verse. Now I'll go to the big right thing for the chorus. Sorry, crash thing for the chorus. So just through those loops up there, audio loops, really easy, quick and simple. Now, one kind of trendy trick that goes on a lot is you'll use electronic drum sounds for like a breakdown or an intro, that kind of thing. So I'm going to take and yank this baby over here. And one thing that's really cool about DrumCore is because we have the audio version as well as the MIDI version of the beats, I can go in here and find the same kind of a beat, right? The same groove, only reconstructed in MIDI. And say, instead of his big metal kit, I'm going to try like an urban kit or something. So I'll go in here and find something that's a little more boom thwack. Cool. So I pull that over, and I'll put that so it's playing on the DrumCore MIDI synthesizer here. But I don't like the snare sound that much. So I'm going to go in here to the drum kit and create a custom kit, because all the DrumCore kits, you can mix and match the components. So maybe I want to throw in this other snare sound. It's a little bit more aggressive. We'll hear how that sounds with that groove. Excellente. Maybe I'll retune it too, so it's just a little more trebly, thwicky. There we go. So now I can save that as my own custom kit. Using DrumCore Toolkit, an application that comes with it, you can even use your own samples for these kits. But there's over 100 drum kits covering, Latin, country, brushed kits, Latin percussion sounds, I should say, country, jazz, urban, metal, obviously. So there's a lot of different sonic variations. We don't just give you the 2 kits and you try and make that fit into every kind of music style that you're interested in. So here I've got my breakdown. So there I've got the little trick. Oh, I also probably want to throw a crash cymbal before I go into this breakdown. So I'll go find one of John Tempesta's nice little crashes. There you go. Throw that down. And rewind, play. And then back up to the big rock and chorus. But that sounds a little wimpy compared to those great electronic sounding kick drums and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find this groove, that crash loop that I had before. I don't think I like that backward cymbal thing either. So I'll go in and find out where that is. Yeah, let's make that a little more vanilla. There we go. And so yeah, so now I can just, I'll take that, the MIDI version of it, and use it to reinforce what's going on here with the audio loop. So now the kick drum will still have that electronic kind of oomph to it, but I'll be having all the real drums, the real inflections from the real player on top of that. If I wanted to only hear, since I dragged this over, this is only a MIDI file, right? It's very easy to edit. So if I want to go in and get rid of all the cymbal parts inside of this chorus section, like all those crash cymbals, sorry, I can just get rid of those, so all I'm reinforcing is the kick and snare. So because DrumCore gives you the audio, it gives you the MIDI versions of the grooves themselves, it gives you the beats, it's all pretty easy to find. It's really easy to make creative drum tracks using DrumCore.